You're listening to the voice of IWA Flip here on Interfed Radio. Today in studio, the legendary Frank Snell. Frank, you there?
Yeah, here I am. I'm everywhere.
Nice. Glad to have you on the show, sir. Glad to have you on.
Good to be here. Good to be anywhere.
Now today we're going to be talking ASL. ASL, as we mentioned on other episodes, is booming right now. It's one of the hottest leagues in the IWA. Thanks to this gentleman and thanks to the creative power of Peter Huston, who helps with the report there in the ASL. Now, as I've mentioned before, here on the Interfed, Frank, we want to highlight characters. So we want to bring characters onto the stage, and obviously your characters in the ASL are, have and, continue to be the face of the ASL. Rob Van Dam there.
Right.
You want to talk a little about him?
Absolutely. We've been around a long time.
Now, in terms of memorable feuds, any memorable feuds that come to the top of the head?
In just the ASL or anywhere?
Oh yeah, but I'm talking just in general for RVD, just as a character.
Well, before he came to the ASL, RVD had a pretty good feud going with Fatty the Butcher. They swapped the global title back and forth quite a few times. And then
nice.
RVD and Eddie Sweat, U.S. champions, former U.S. champions.
Nice.
So I kind of kept them together. Teddy Angel was a good tag partner. Teddy Angel and Nature Boy Landell picked up the first Crockett Cup in the old MRL when it first started.
That's the old mid region, Mid Atlantic?
Yeah. I was one of the originals. I think I started in Cycle 2 or something.
Yeah, I've heard some great things about that league back in the days.
Yeah, well, that was a good league when it first came out. It was done well, and then just petered out.
Hey, well, you know what? A lot of leagues, like I said, a lot of leagues come and go. That's why we're doing this Interfed radio show nowadays, to kind of highlight some of the leagues that have the movement, to get different managers that are interested in that play style. Whether it's at large league like the High Rollers League, or a limit league like the ASL and the Generation Next League. To get different managers that play in their different styles. Get them funneling to the right leagues.
Well, it's always good to have a little breath of fresh air. And some people do it, some people don't. Then there's a lot of people that like the same old. So I like things to be a little different. I brought the ASL. I'm trying to make the ASL as an alternative to other things. Nice.
Now, in terms of right now in the ASL, there's a lot going on. A lot of new interactions. We're working with a lot of managers right now to build up some angles, building up to the pay-per-view, which coming up is season's beatings.
Yeah, that's something that my creative genius Pete Huston took care of, and I think I'm not sure exactly how many leagues that's going to entail. It's a lot of everybody in the ASL always wants in on everything.
Oh yeah.
I like activity. They're active.
Oh yeah. Now, right now we got a big division. It's happening right before our eyes. We have. I know, of course, the face of the ASL and RVD and his teammates, along with what appears to be the HOP, have kind of they've kind of taken to the face side right now, and it looks like the DOD is trying to unite and bring other managers together to kind of counter and make a nice split there in the ASL.
Well, there was a time when the ASL was stumbling along, and I recruited DOD from another league, And they came in, they gave us a lot of activity, and they were a really important part of the ASL.
Yeah, now their characters are, you know, definitely some fan favorites. So when they came to the ASL, they had mixed emotions. You know, what I recognized or what I saw in the first couple of cycles they were there. You know, going back and forth. They had a, you know, kind of like just I guess that migration to a new league, and you know, you get different fans, you get different arenas, and you're not exactly sure whether, you know, the people like you or not. So I noticed someone like Chris Hero, you know, he was going back and forth whether, you know, he was the good Chris Hero, now he's back to his evil side, and you know, it's fun watching these characters develop over the last couple of cycles. But now that we've built this division and seeing the different characters take side, you know, it's really
be a big time player if he'll just continue building his character.
Oh yeah, and I think right now with the division that we have right now, I think that's going to allow him to kind of pick a side and you know, just like I said, hold on to that side until this pay-per-view, which is what we're hoping.
Yeah, well, that's another thing with the ASL. I like to let people, you give them a chance to develop their character instead of like some big leagues, they'll go in and they try to destroy it right off. Build that character.
One of the things we were highlighting with the Generation Next League in the Iron, Frank, is that, you know, the commissioners there, you know, they do a good job of, you know, slowing down the managers and, you know, reminding them to build up towards the next pay-per-view. And that's one of the things that I'm, you know, I don't want to say I'm you know, doing the copycat, you know, thing, but I definitely like the way they do it. So, you know, I'm helping, you know, Peter, and of course, you know, yourself. You know, we talked before we went on air about, you know, hopefully getting some of these managers to, you know, to play along, so like we're all on the same page, you know, because that's one of the key things to getting a league to move forward is coordination.
The ASL has a pretty good mix of the newcomers and veterans. Michael Eves with the Rogue Brothers, and Katie Slaughter-Mad with his bunch. He's got 6, so I don't know exactly all of them, but they're slashed with LB. So it's good to have, you know, the veterans too. And then
and you see, I mean, I guess I'm going to throw myself into the new class coming into the ASL, because, you know, we have of course Eric brought in a nice cast of characters as well. You know, Mount Rushmore, you know, came in, and they've been on the front page, you know, from day one. The Greek gods came in, and, you know, I know they took the league a few cycles ago. I did Thanos and Atom. I forget who the other guy is, but I know his cast of characters has brought some more people to feud with as well. So it should be fun these next couple of cycles.
Yeah, I like they came in. I hope we keep them. They kind of went inactive, but I hope Mount Rushmore gets back on it.
Oh yeah, I think
they have something good going.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely know they got something in the works. I know Pantera 4000 is also has something in the works for Dickie and the Duck. So be on the lookout for that one. And
yeah, I look forward to seeing some of these new people that I haven't seen yet. Our Trailer Park Boy, yeah, he's going to be a good character.
Now, one of the other angles that we got moving around was Mr. Lockdown, who's also another one that's, you know, having a tough time finding his ground there in the ASL. But recently, Redrum and Willowick, who were actually feuding with him in the NWL, you know, they actually found a common ground. You know, they know they're all. I'm gonna say it like it is. They know they're all scumbags, you know. So they're like, hey, you know what? I think we should just work together. You know, we all want to beat everybody up and bruise everybody down. So let's stop beating ourselves up, and, you know, let's kind of join forces. So it looks like Lockdown is going to be teaming up with Willowick and Redrum in these next couple cycles of, you know, maybe even convince Redrum and Willowitz to join the DOT and, take that side.
You really, lockdown's still new, so he can go anywhere. Future's wide open for him.
Now another one there in the ASL that we mentioned on another show is, of course, BA Fox and Silver Fox. And from the last Trash Talk in the ASL this last cycle, looks like Silver Fox is going to go hunting.
So I've noticed. I'm still waiting to see how we do that.
Oh man, that's right there. He's going to cause some trouble, and like I said, I hope everybody has as much fun with him as Silver Fox, because it's going to be it's going to be hunting season. I think on through Christmas.
Well, Silver Fox can be a handful, so the duck better watch out.
Oh yeah, I've actually already gone on record saying that I don't think he's going to have a feather left by season speed.
Yes, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one, because Silver Fox is not a pushover. And from what I understand, I don't know Pato real well, but I understand he's pretty tough too.
Oh yeah, he can lose it sometimes, and I said you got to be careful when he goes into that savage mode. But that's definitely one to look at. Now, on the other side of ASL, and these are also some veterans. I forget who their manager is. The Warriors, the one from the Warriors. Who manages
the
them?
Fiery Warriors.
Yeah.
Fire and Blood. That's a strange bunch.
Oh yeah, and like I said, I got to keep my eye on everyone, and like I said, those guys there, I remember them from back in the days, in the rookie days, and like I said, they're definitely not going to get overlooked in this new phase here in the ASL.
Well, right now the ASL is the place to be. We're not crazy. I don't know. I'm not really into some of the crazy stuff, but come in and be a active wrestler. That's what we're all about.
Oh yeah, you know what? And more than anything, I think like I said, the ASL has a good bunch of managers, old, new, and willing to work. So if you are looking for a nice league in the gold, then I'm not going to forget to mention is also an elite league. You want a chance at that belt? ASL is a limit of 6, and believe you me, we're well into that elite qualification category. Yeah, we're well over 50 cards there in the ASL.
Yeah, it looks like the ASL is kind of feuding with the LWL these days. I don't know how that happened. It's kind of hard with them being so far apart, but.
Now, let me shine a little light on that one.
A lot of big dogs in the LWL.
Oh, yeah. And, one of the beautiful things that we're doing here with the Interfed is, I haven't had a chance to talk too much about it, is we host a lot of different events. And, one of the events that we inaugurated in August was our Guerra de Campeones. And it's just pretty much, with the different federations, and looking, taking a step back and, getting a full perspective of the IWA, I realized that certain managers and certain, individuals just want to play in one federation because they're more comfortable with the holds or because their friends are in that federation, whatever the case might be. What we did with Guerra de Campeones is we invited a group from the LWL to come and challenge a group from the ASL.
I spent a little time there myself. Well, actually, I helped start that league too.
Nice.
That was I had a hand in starting that league up, and then they wanted to. There was I left. There was some creative differences, and I just moved on. I kind of wish I could still play there. It's a good league. It's a hell of a league.
Definitely a good league. Yes, that's one of the. That's definitely another one of those leagues that I put in the top 5 easily. And like I said, it's definitely a challenge. Just that one manager aspect of it makes it a tough cookie.
It's I'll not put it down because it's a tough league.
Oh yeah,
and
like I've mentioned this before on other episodes. Commissioner Voss right there does a good job getting head managers to provide input, and another good report there in the LWL as well. So they're just very tough leagues. Another you're one. It's literally I said it once before. It's as intimate as it gets in the IWA. It's just one-on-one. It's just one character.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if the ASL can keep up with the LWL or not, but I'm sure we give them we're a handful. I'll give myself credit for that. We give them a fight. I don't know. Like I said, those are the big dogs.
They won the first. I'll say it like that. So they talk the talk, walk the walk, and they're coming back for their third edition, which is building up to be quite a spectacular. We got over 42 unique managers involved in it, which is something I'm excited about. We had a lot of help from a lot of different managers throughout the Interfed, to help round up their friends, and it's making the event that much more appealing, to everybody, and everyone participating. I want to say,
we try. We've got kind of a variety of people on our team. I've got a brand new rookie who is participating in this round. Glorious Joe Clark.
Nice.
He's brand new to the ASL, so
I've noticed that a lot of the teams, and not to jinx or throw salt on the LWL, but the LWL this time around has a lot of new faces on it. I mean, not the ASL, excuse me, the LWL. Yeah, so they, like I said,
next year.
Is it tuning out? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're cutting out on me. So I don't know if I answered that question or well, it was.
Yeah, so I was saying in terms of the LWL, it has a whole new cast of fighters for this third edition of the Get Out of Continental. So that should be interesting.
Really? Good. Well, really with the LWL, it doesn't matter who they put in there. They're going to be tough to beat.
Oh yeah, I mean, Mike Cook is still there with Michael Ontari, so I said Mike's a good player there, so it should be interesting how this one works out.
I'm not sure. I think he's becoming part of the ASL as well, so that'd be another good addition for us.
Yeah, that'll be a great addition there.
So, it's not just going to be ASL just not a place to build up. It's competitive. It's a place for competition.
Oh, no, yeah. Like I said, the ASL is definitely a top 10 league. It has, like I said, as competitive of managers as you'll find in the IWA. And you're going to get your veterans, and you're going to get your rough and tough rookies that are eager to win. So that's always a good combination right there.
Yeah. Well, man, what can I say? I love the ASL.
Oh man, Frank. Yeah, like I said, man, I great we got this chance to get you on here. Like I said, I know we're on a different connection, so we're getting a little bit of a lag. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off right there. Like that. Hopefully we can get you on some more, brother.
Okay. Well, hey, appreciate you having me on.
Definitely. You've been listening to the voice of IWA Flip and the legendary Frank Snow. You guys have a good evening.